Show and Tell by Robert Munsch and illustrated by Michael Marchenko. Published by Anik Press Limited. Benjamin wanted to take something really neat to school for show and tell. So he decided to take his new baby sister. He went upstairs, picked her up, put her in his knapsack, and walked off to school. But when Ben sat down, his baby sister finally woke up. She was not happy inside the knapsack and started to cry. Where? The teacher looked at him and said, Benjamin, stop making that noise. Ben said, That's not me. It's my baby sister. She's in my knapsack. I brought her for show and tell. Yikes, said the teacher. You can't keep a baby in a knapsack. She grabbed Ben's knapsack and opened it up. The baby looked at the teacher and said, Where? Don't worry, said the teacher. I know how to take care of babies. She picked it up and rocked it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Unfortunately, the teacher was not the baby's mother, and she didn't rock quite right. The baby cried even louder. Where? The principal came running in. He looked at the teacher and said, Stop making that noise. The teacher said, It's not me. It's Sharon, Ben's new baby sister. He brought her for show and tell, and she won't shut up. The principal said, Don't worry. I know how to make kids be quiet. He picked up the baby and he yelled, Hey, you, be quiet. The baby did not like that at all. It screamed really loudly. Where? The principal said, What's the matter with this baby? It must be sick. I'll call a doctor. The doctor came in with a big black bag. She looked in the baby's eyes, and she looked in the baby's ears, and she looked in the baby's mouth. She said, Don't worry. I know what to do. This baby needs a needle. So the doctor opened her bag, got out a short needle, and said, Nah, too small. The doctor opened her bag, got out a longer needle, and said, Nah, too small. The doctor opened her bag, got out a really long needle, and said, Nah, too small. The doctor reached in her bag and got out an enormous needle and said, just right. When the baby saw the enormous needle, it yelled as loudly as it could. Where? Ben said, What's the matter with this school? Nobody knows what to do with a baby? He ran down to the principal's office and he called his mother on the phone. He said, Help. You've got to come to the school right away. The mother said, Ben, your little sister's lost. I can't come to school. I have to find her. She's not lost, said Ben. I took her to school in my knapsack. Oh, no, yelled the mother. She ran down the street and into the school. The principal and the teacher and the doctor were standing around the baby, and the baby was yelling as loudly as possible, Where? The mother picked up the baby and rocked it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The baby said, and went to sleep. Oh, thank you, said the principal. That baby was making so much noise it was making me feel sick. Sick? Said the doctor. Sick? Did that man say he was sick? He must need a needle. So the doctor opened her bag and got out a short needle and said, Nah, too small. The doctor opened up her bag and got out a longer needle and said, Nah, too small. The doctor opened up her bag and got out a really long needle and said, Nah, too small. The doctor reached into her bag and got out an enormous needle and said, just right. The principal looked at the enormous needle and said, Where? And ran out the door. Now, said the mother, it's time to take this baby home. Right, said Ben. You can use my knapsack. What a good idea, said the mother. Ben and his mother put the baby into bed. She went to sleep and didn't cry, not even once. Ben went back to school carrying some strange things for show and tell, and he wasn't out of place at all. The teacher looked so surprised at the things that the children brought in. In this picture, I can see a lot of God's creations. We are all gifts that God created, and He created us all different. What gift do you think God gave you?